What if I told you that artificial intelligence is predicting the extinction of countless species? It's alarming how little we truly grasp about this issue. Imagine a world stripped of its vibrant, wildlife, eerie silence where life once flourished. This isn't just a plot from a sci-fi movie, it's a reality we're facing right now. Many believe extinction is a problem for future generations, something they don't need to worry about. However, we're already witnessing troubling declines in biodiversity, and most of us remain unaware of the warning signs. Time is running out, and the stakes could be higher. As a technology advances, it reveals patterns in animal populations that we've overlooked for years. These algorithms can sift through vast amounts of data and spot trends much faster than any human can. But there's a catch: they can only predict based on the data we provide. If that data is flawed or incomplete, the predictions become unreliable. Imagine watching a beloved bird species vanish from your backyard without realizing it was in danger. That's the unsettling reality many of us face. A might signal their decline, but if we're not paying attention, we could miss the warning entirely. How often do you notice the small creatures around you? Let's delve deeper. Some species are declining due to climate change, habitat loss, and pollution. However, our misunderstandings about A's capabilities could put them at even greater risk. Ignoring these technological advancements means we're playing a dangerous game with the fate of our planet. Picture a once thriving coral reef, home to colorful fish and unique marine life, now bleached and lifeless. A can analyze data on water temperature, pollution levels, and fishing patterns to predict which reefs will survive. But without action, this data remains just numbers on a screen. What if those numbers pointed to your favorite vacation spot? The tension rises as we realize that inaction leads to irreversible consequences. For every species we lose a piece of ourselves. It's a chain reaction: disrupt one link, and the entire ecosystem falters. But there is hope. By understanding A's role, we can harness its power to protect endangered species. We can advocate for better data collection, support conservation efforts, and become more aware of our impact. Imagine being part of a movement that changes the course of history, a chance to preserve what we have. As we reflect on this unsettling truth, consider your own relationship with nature. What small actions can you take today to make a difference? Every effort counts, no matter how small it may seem. If this resonates with you, don't just like and share, or start a conversation. Your voice could inspire change in someone else. Together, we can rewrite the story of our planet before it's too late. What if I told you that artificial intelligence could help us understand which species are on the brink of extinction, and it's about more than just numbers? As we scroll through social media, we often encounter headlines about endangered animals, but the reality is far more alarming than we realize. Many of us don't fully grasp how critical the situations of these species truly are. Those statistics we see are merely scratching the surface. Imagining a small algorithm analyzing data to predict the future of creatures we barely know. Sounds like science fiction, right? Yet, it's happening right now. But what if those predictions turn out to be wrong? Picture a lush rainforest, alive with sounds, colors, and life. Now, imagining it silent, stripped of trees, with vibrant life vanished. While A can identify patterns and trends, can it truly grasp the complexities of a living ecosystem? The risk lies in relying too heavily on these predictions. We trust technology, but what if it overlooks the most crucial factors? Climate change, habitat destruction, and human encroachment are interconnected in ways that algorithms might miss. Think back to the last time you saw a news clip about an endangered species. Did it resonate with you? Did it inspire action? Or was it just another fleeting moment? The urgency fades when we view these tragedies as mere statistics. There's a growing gap between technology and the human touch. As AI advances, we must remember that numbers can't tell the whole story. We need to engage, care, and become active participants in this narrative. However, the more we rely on AI, the more we risk losing our emotional connection to nature. We scroll, we read, we forget. Time is running out, and species are disappearing faster than we can respond. Before we know it, we could lose something irreplaceable. Can we really afford to let algorithms decide the fate of our planet's most vulnerable creatures? As we reflect on this unsettling reality, consider your role in this unfolding story. What if your voice could make a difference? It might start with awareness, sharing stories, asking questions, and connecting with nature. The survival of these species may depend less on data and more on human empathy and action. So, what will you do? The choice is yours. What if I told you there's an invisible force quietly pushing countless species toward extinction? You might think it's climate change or habitat destruction, but there's something even more concerning at play. Let's dive into the unsettling truth about how AI is shaping our understanding of species extinction rates. Many people don't realize that artificial intelligence significantly influences our perception of biodiversity. Sounds positive, right? But what if this technology is masking deeper issues? Beneath the polished data and smart algorithms lies a complex web that could shift everything we thought we knew. Imagine scrolling through your social media feed, admiring stunning pictures of exotic animals, only to learn that many are disappearing at alarming rates. This heartbreaking disconnect between our online experience and the reality of extinction highlights AI's role. It analyzes patterns, predicts outcomes, and often presents a sanitized version of the truth. But what if those predictions are built on shaky foundations? Consider this AI relies on existing data to make forecasts. What happens when that data is flawed or incomplete? It's like navigating through fog without a map. You could end up lost, and the consequences can be dire. This technology might even overlook the subtle stress signals of species on the brink, those silent cries for help that often go unnoticed. Take the vaquita, for instance, a tiny porpoise found in the Sea of Cortez. As its population dwindles, AI might predict its extinction within a decade. But when was the last time we thought about the emotional impact of losing such a beloved creature? Each death tells a story, a loss that echoes through ecosystems and cultures. Yet, the numbers on a screen fail to capture that urgency. Now, picture a world where technology is supposed to save these species but instead contributes to their decline, instead breeds complacency. If AI is hiding the urgency of the situation, are we truly ready to confront the crisis ahead? The stakes couldn't be higher. There is a risk of becoming overly reliant on AI predictions, as governments and organizations may allocate resources based on these insights, potentially overlooking local knowledge and grassroots efforts. What if the best solutions are right in front of us, held by those who witness the reality in their own backyards every day? The tension is rising and time is running out. As these technologies evolve, the gap widens.